Hello, everybody, and welcome to MOR AV8 NA Div B Week 4. I have today with me my new co-host, Daidachi from the 54th Mechanized Regiment.
Dead unit, but still here.
We have a nice, interesting match for you today, guys. We have Div B Clan Crossfire versus 228 Death from Above in a more or less pivotal match in Div B for this tournament. So
looking for the standings at the moment, Clan Crossfire in 5th place, 228 Death from Above in 6th place. However, those standings I think will flip as soon as match results are updated. Still waiting on Smoke Adders to update their 3-2 victory against 228. So currently in this ladders, it's 36-35 respectively point-wise. As I said, those points will flip around, putting 228 into 5th place after this. So both teams are looking for a bit of a morale-boosting victory. 228 with 1 victory so far and 2 losses. Clan Crossfire with 3 losses so far.
yeah. And if we look over the
That
maps,
said, both these teams have played against their Div A opponents already, I believe.
I think so. Yeah.
Neither of them managed to get a victory. But they're still going to be looking to finish on as strong a manner as possible.
Yeah, because Clan Crossfire played White Knight Legion in round 3, which is a tough one. Round 2, they also had MS Crab people who've been doing really good this season in Div B as they destroyed Div C last season in Battle for Midway, so...
Yeah, well, White Knight Legion were in Div B Battle of Midway last season and took top place. Now, granted, they had Bowser on their roster along with a few others. That's a bit of a change for this season where you can't bring people from Div A onto your team in the same region at least. But they're still showing that they are no slouches at all. CXF had a couple of really interesting strats they tried against them, but didn't quite play out the way they planned. Particularly from when I've seen CXF play on Alpine, for example, they've done pretty well on it overall, just looking to polish those rough edges.
Yeah. Now, it should be interesting to note that only one has played the Div A Aardvarks this season yet, so 228 still has to... Right? I lost my mind? Yeah. Round 7, 228 still has to play the Aardvarks, whereas Clan Crossfire already has.
Yeah, I mean, looking at the rest of the teams in the division, MS Crab people had a great set of drops against EMP, where, as EMP said, they weren't fully prepared, and MS Crab people completely took advantage of that. So for those who are unaware, Kozen Dindigo from CXF is responsible for the Incoming Missile podcast and has put together a really nice week-by-week walkthrough of match results and key stats. That cast will be available for people to view on the MWO Comp website, and we'll link it in the Twitch chat as well.
So yeah, if we have a good look at the maps this week, we have Back from the Dead, Classic Forest Colony in Drop 1, HBG Manifold for 2 and 3, then Back to the Map Band for 4 or 5. I'm actually interested to see more Forest Colony drops here, because it is a small map. And I didn't remember how small it was until I got back on it. What do you think?
Well, we saw in a cast yesterday in NA Div C, Blackthorn's Dragoons versus Aces Wild. It was a lot tighter than people were expecting. Like, people are so used to being able, particularly in heavy tonnage drops, have that initial few seconds to set up and then get your feet and size the opponent up before trading. But really on these maps, when you got to remember, it's only about 2,000 meters from start to finish. You have to know what you're doing and where you're going straight out, or you will just get pummeled.
Yeah, it might be interesting to see if we start to see more lerms on this map. as I remember Forest Colony being bad for that, especially since it is a close map. Although, I mean, the 900 range ain't gonna hurt Lerms at all in this one, but ATMs might make a big difference on this map when you're closing the distance.
Yeah, I mean, if you can position yourself well enough to get into ACM optimal range, you will wreck face. Night gears in particular will do really well. Supernovas. Um, if the Vapor Eagle was available for this drop, I would guarantee you'd see Vapor Eagles used because they are one of the best mechs that PGI released in the last couple of years.
Yeah. I don't think they'll be available for this tournament, will they?
The Hero will be, but not the rest of them, because the Hero will be available for MC.
Yeah, that's right. What the heck is he asking? Oh, stats. I don't know. Shit.
I'll be screenshotting regardless with the API. And
I'll be pulling up the stats. So looking through all the rules for this, we got drop 1, 575 to 625 tonnage. Team 1 is the home team. Drop 2, domination, 350 to 75, an HPG manifold. Then drop 3, it's the same flip mode, as well as no lock-on weapons for those 2 drops. And drop 4 will be determined by the map ban. We got full conquest, max 480 tonnage. Team 2 starts on the first side and then flip back to Team 1. So still waiting for Seabiscuit's team as well.
Yeah. One of the things I think you'll see on HPG, people always talk about wall strats, but on domination in particular, you can't really afford to hang back and only have one mech sitting in the circle, because if they take out that one mech that's in the circle, it's going to be a mad dash.
Yeah. So I guess while we're waiting, everybody should go and try to find those incoming missiles podcast from Cousin Indigo so they can take a look and hear what he has to say about the last few drops for the weeks that we've had here in the MOR season. They've been not too bad. A lot of interesting things going on.
The other thing to bear in mind is that we do have other casts that will be happening tonight and over the next couple of days. Curlin will be casting Potato Killers, who some people keep referring to as evil, even though it's not really evil.
Yeah, I believe right after this cast we have Saruman and Toaster casting my team D4 versus... How am we playing? Damn it. You know I should know that.
Clearly you're prepared.
Just so prepared for this team. Got this. Oh man, that's awful. Been staring at the results and stuff all day too. We are playing DSAG.
And if memory serves, that is going to be one of the pivotal matches for top of that league.
That is, yes. This will be our third, and then we have Barnyard right after. Barnyard? Bears Brawler, sorry. Right after DSAG as well, so we got 2 matches right after this. So it'll be a busy night for my team. As well as tomorrow we have Mercstar versus White Knight Legion, Saturday 8 p.m. So that'll be a good one rolling on that.
Alright, so Seabiscuit's just got a couple of guys who are logging out and logging back in due to that consumable bug.
Should we tell him he's disqualified if he doesn't take more than 10 minutes? It's lucky. I got 608 on here.
To be honest, it's entirely down to the other team. So
yeah.
CXF are happy to wait. So, oh my god, Captain Cat's comment.
So I guess with both teams in here, we should see if they want to do the map ban. Bow, bow. Oh, of course, I'm typing in the wrong area. Nope. Yes, this one. Telling everybody it is time for the map ban. We can get this out of the way. Do it now. Don't give them a choice.
Always give people the illusion of choice.
Yeah. I already got it ready. It's there. It's open. Perfect.
Alright, they both said we can do it now.
Sweet. So both teams have 5 cities to pick from, or maps to pick from. Alpine Peaks, River City, Rubelite Oasis, Terra Firma, and Viridian Bog. See what they picked to disqualify maps from the list of what will be played. Waiting
so
on...
for those while we're waiting on that to happen, for those unfamiliar with the format on MOR, as you can see on the screen, drop 1 is full conquest for 575 to 625 tons. Team 1 is for home team. So unlike previous leagues like MRBC, we go heaviest tonnage to lightest. So heavy tonnage drop is the first one. Then we go into domination game mode for drops 2 and 3, and then conquest again for drops 4 and 5. So it just mixes things up a bit rather than going through a bit of a static progression.
That's nice to have. So we have River City banned by Captain Cat from playing Crossfire, as well as Terra Firma banned from 228. Losing Bog as well from Crossfire, so we will be playing on Rubelite or Alpine Peak, depending on what 228 want to do here. And I will assume they ban Peaks, because a lot of people seem to like playing on Rubelite Oasis lately. Oh! Nope, we will be playing on Alpine Peaks.
I'm going to call it now and say 228 want to trade.
This will be interesting, as it is one of my favorite maps. Depending on if anybody goes on the hill as well. Alpine Peaks it is. Ah.
Alright, so we'll see when 228 or when CXF confirm when Lance is locked in.
Yeah, they say they're locked and good to go, so we're just waiting on 228.
Unsurprisingly, both teams look like they're bringing the full tonnage of L.
Saying you are quiet.
Yeah, that's just my internet rather than anything else. I've got myself set to 93% volume. Alright, so launching away.
Remind everybody that, as it says, we are on a 5-minute delay for all competitive matches. So there will be no or very late stream sniping. Be interesting to see if any teams take a tunnel push here, because that is the best thing to do on this map. That's how you win.
Okay, so I'm having a quick look at the CXF team now, and they've got a Supernova, triple Annihilators, Night Gear, and double Wolfhound, along with a Blood Asp.
That is a nice paint job on that Supernova.
And for 228, a bit more of a mixed bag. Triple Annihilator, 1Ps, so I'm going to go with ER large lasers on those. Double Summoners, one with 6R, Mad 2C, D, and a Javelin.
Yeah, not a bad pick for the first drop, having a javelin out.
Well, yeah, realistically, if you get a light mech that can go grab Kappa early, and you're better off doing it from the team 2 position than the team 1 position, then you can actually exert some significant pressure. But the Wolfhound's coming in on Seabiscuit now.
Smart move, not letting them take the Kappa.
And here we go, missiles.
UAVs up from both sides. Yeah, lots of Lerms coming in. Smart move from Clan Crossfire to bring some Lerms in this map. Who are they firing at? ROA Nitrix is taking fire from the center towards Kappa.
Cozen down to 77%. Seabiscuit down to 75%.
Yeah, I think Seabiscuit took a whole load of LRMs there.
I don't know whether it hits the arms or not, though. Mostly on that javelin, you'll shave down the arms completely. I think the health percentages are favouring 228 rather than CXF right now. Like EXK is down to 85%.
We got 2 Clan Crossfire members out by the boat taking fire. An interesting place to be, but is nice distraction for the team walking in. Nuclear weapon being shot at, not getting hit too mad. But he's about to take some Lerms there. As Clan Crossfire seems to walk in towards Kappa. Or the hillside.
Yeah, I don't like EXK's position. Like he's poking solo versus Invictus. Invictus has a range against him. I just think Invictus will be able to lay down better sustain. Like if Shimozu was actually pushing with him, then yeah, I think Invictus would be toast.
Where is Invictus? Oh, way over there. Holy smokes. Yeah, Invictus at 52%. Yeah. Still got his 5ER large, but that torso is red, so yeah. Gotta be a lot more careful where he's trading.
Yeah, I just think Shimozu needs to actually support and share some armor there because EXK was taking a pound.
We have possession of Kappa.
Like Crossfire have a cap lead, but cap lead is really not that meaningful on this map. It's so small that even the assaults can.
Yeah, there's still slim margin at this point, so it'll make a big difference in this match. So.
Yeah, giggity goo in that Warhammer, just sitting there. Like I don't know whether he's biding his time or with what, but like if you look at the health percentages, like Shimozu 71% in red now.
I mean, he's coming down that hill, but I don't know what he's trying to. Yeah, it seems like Nakoro and Knives had him blindly spotted because he's starting to back up as well as they drop that UAV. So.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah. Nuclear's moved in to support Invictus. Really, those boat push mechs are just holding tight at the moment, hoping they can get stray shots in, given they're both relatively.
Yeah, Shimozu.
Shimozu's missing one. Yeah, missing another.
Yeah, and the EXK is going to be missing one pretty soon here too. Not in a good place where that boat is for sure, but. Don't really have a lot of options to get out of there quickly, so he might be in a bad place.
Interesting that Invictus is running AMS on his ER large.
A beautiful strike on Captain Cat from 228 as well as Clan Crossfire put a strike right on 228 as well. Didn't see it do much damage though.
Like really don't like when Nikoro, Captain Cat, and Cozen are like, and we saw this yesterday with BCD. Versus Aces Wild, where Aces Wild held up in pretty much the same position and just got rolled on. Like Captain Cat goes down, Knives 55% and about to go down as well.
It's hard to find a good view in this map. It's not so bad. It looks like they're going to be wrapped around the corner here, picking off Nikoro in that Annihilator.
Yeah, if you look on the right here, a nuclear weapon and Invictus have moved onto EXK and Shimozu as well. They're tired of hanging back. They're just going to control it now. TK-87 takes out Strange Company.
That would be a good idea to go take out those guys in the back. You can see Shimozu firing, but yeah, we get on him quick to end his fun for the night. Make a big difference here.
Yeah,
Although
here
we
we go.
only
They're
have
starting
the
to
two
roll. So
Wolfhounds.
3 down for each team.
Yeah, the Wolfhound here with 62%. He is CT too. He's going to be having. Oh,
Good team kill.
that sucks. Three versus 5 left. Blood Asp, and yeah, the two Wolfhounds versus Summoner, Annihilator, Javelin, Annihilator, and a Summoner. They are not going to have a nice time here. Especially, like you said, they are still in a bad spot. Yeah, with Fuzzy taking down Foxy Short Bus. Fuzzy trying to take out Hide Your Kids and the Summoner. What does he have left? Oh, he's almost legged. Victus as well, yeah. Seabiscuit as well, all in bad shape. Interesting to see if they can keep down some focus fire here. Yeah, TK87, that Blood Asp, still trying to get in here, find a place to... Oh, is he... Yeah, he's still got ammo. He's still got stuff to shoot.
Yeah, nuclear weapon really needs to push up here because like he's the only one who's got a lot of health. Like Invictus is pretty much one touch, 24%. And Kozen trying to come into the back and finish off Hide Your Kids.
A good strike attempt there by 228 to Clan Crossfire, but just too far from TK87 to do anything to him.
Hide Your Kid goes down. Nuclear weapon takes down Fuzzy. This is a 2-8 win. Like Seabiscuit capping Epsilon at the moment. Yeah. I don't think there's enough that Kozen can do to keep us going.
I mean, like you said, with Nuclear being in such a decent percentage-wise right now, TK could easily lose that torso and then lose more. Oh, Invictus. Hey. Seabiscuit coming back. See if he tries to sneak around. Oh, Kozend is back too. Putting lots of fire on nuclear weapon here. But all for
and
nothing.
There we go. Kozend goes down there.
Yeah. Now just TK87 in the Blood Asp. Trying to stay behind cover, but I don't know how much it's going to do for you, as he is all crit CT weapons now, so he's got nothing left. And there he goes down.
Yeah.
Good close win for 228 there. Be interesting to see the numbers on this one, because there was a lot of nice fighting going back and forth from long range, so get me some stats.
So looking at these damage numbers here, EXK 732 damage, TK87 and that Blood Asp 1056 damage in that Blood Asp.
That is a lot.
On the 228 side, very even spread of damage. Nuclear Weapon and Victus both pulling over 600 damage, Nuclear almost 700. Seabiscuit 395 in that Javelin and 3 kills, poaching. Stranger come knocking in the Annihilator 333, a bit on the low side for an assault. But the whole Alpha Lance, between 400 and 300 damage. So very, very even spread for the whole team. No one standout performer, really. On the CXF side, Knives did well with 600 damage in that Supernova, but I think he just pushed up too close and wound up getting basically drilled by minimum range and the arc on ATMs.
Yeah. Yeah, Kozend Indigo with the only high amount of team damage at 30, so that's not even that bad. Because I can't.
Well,
remember.
I mean, it was enough to get the team kill.
Yeah, just enough. Because yeah, on the 228 side, only 12 team damage. Like I said, a lot of components destroyed on the 228 side. Although TK87 getting the most at 8. So I mean, with 1,056 damage from LRMs, I would expect that or more. So. But yeah, looking at those percentage numbers, nuclear weapon and at 54% in his Annihilator, Invictus 22, and Seabiscuit and 32% in the Javelin. That was a really close match. It wouldn't have been one solid mech from Clan Crossfire probably could have finished all 3 of those guys off. Had he been alive during more of the match.
So yeah, Very interested to see how we go here. Domination being drop 2, of course.
Yeah, it's too bad for Captain Cat and his Annihilator, only 151 damage. But I mean, great damage numbers across the board. No real low numbers, no one getting killed early and doing under 100 damage, so it might have been a little bit of a difference had he been able to do more damage across some other mechs, but invite to Captain Cat. Well, he has lead.
It might be because it's my lobby, but I've just tried to vote. There we go.
Maybe. Update those kills. Kills. 8 to 5. Right?
Mm-hmm.
3 to 8, yeah. Gotta remember to keep my feet still. I just want to kick things under my desk and make everyone know. It's hard not to.
It's alright, you can just type away and we can all hear you furiously typing away like you're writing a really stern.
Oh man, I wish you guys could hear Spooky sometimes. We're in TeamSpeak and he's just like full mechanical keyboard just giving her shit. And we're like, dude, like, hey man, shh, keep it down. This is the only time I have my mic on auto, so it sucks. I have the keyboard here. I don't like button pressing on this. So we're just waiting for 2 more for Clan Crossfire. I assume 228 is almost ready to go. They have everybody on the board still, so.
Yeah, this might be a matter of guys modifying mechs to alter consumables or altering builds. Just for those who are new to comp and watching here, generally a good idea if you can at all to try and get your mechs ready to go. Even if you add them onto your favorites list in game, it makes it a lot easier for selecting them rather than having to scroll through your entire mech list. So, do you think we're going to see a basement push here, or are you thinking both teams are going to go like the mid-high ground rather?
I would say mid-high ground. Basement's never a easy way to do it. Definitely.
Well, particularly on domination, because if you go basement, then you're just leaving yourself exposed to the other team taking out either your alpha or beta and reducing the timer to a point where you have to then push it.
Yeah. Like, it's not bad if you got enough seismic and you can pop a couple of UAVs. It's not bad being underground. So you can find out where they are and push out a different direction and come around. But a lot of that stuff takes a lot of coordination. And I know we tried that. I can't remember. I think it was when I was 2017 tournament. I was playing with a team. I can't even remember it, with Verite and them, a bunch of Steel Co and a lot of other random Steiner guys. We tried that a few times, and it's such a hard thing to do. It's like,
Look, the other thing is with seismic, that is a lot of points investment. To be honest, for a negligible gain at best. Like, and unless that one mech is in position, you've basically wasted all those.
Like, I like having it on slow mechs. Like, it's nice on my Schleppnir when I'm against a wall or something. Someone tries to sneak behind me. But yeah, it's so shitty to use on a lot of things now. Like you said, it's such an investment with your skill points.
Well, I mean, the other thing to bear in mind is that the target spotted has really taken away a lot of the requirement for most people as far as taking seismic, because given you know where they are even a few seconds after they've moved, you don't really need that seismic anymore. Okay, right. CXF are locked.
ready to go.
Okay. And launching. I was just about to type for Captain Cat to ready up, and then he did. Also, because I know he's watching, Lev, see, this is a Div B match. You can go suck it.
He can what?
Yeah, he can go suck it. He was giving me yesterday. He was giving me shit yesterday for not casting Div B.
Hey man, you get what you get. Sometimes it's just the way it is. I know it's Ash's tournament, so he wants to cast all the Div A stuff. That's fine.
Ash doesn't mind what he casts. It just depends on when he gets home. Like, running a business, it's just for...
Alright, well, looking at the Clan Crossfire side of things, we got a Commando 1D, a Nova S, Champion Nova S again, Mistlinks G, 3
Triple
linebackers. That'll be interesting to see. And Captain Cat in the K9. What do you have on the 228 side?
Nova Prime, double Novas, triple Novas, double linebackers, Vulcan and Ermac and Miss. So that is a close range brawl deck if ever.
And of course we have a hold here because something is amiss. We'll take a look at some of the mechs. Ah, it's too close. EXK with the face. A nice face on his with some teeth. Not too much else on the Clan Crossfire side. See what 228's got. Not much.
I'm going to guess on those Novas it'll be micro lasers and a small pulse for classic face hug brawl.
It looks like a lot of lasers, I ain't gonna lie to you. You like the paint job on Seabiscuit and Stranger Come Knocking though with that nice blue. We almost got 2 minutes on this hold already. See what's holding them up.
So if player cannot reconnect in 2 minutes, drop will not count and will need to be redropped.
That'd be good rolling on.
Alright, so we go on 12:45.
It does suck having to redrop, so it's nice that they got in to keep this match going.
Oh, it's just such a pain in the butt. Finishing off a drop and then having to restart the lobby and reset land.
Oh, yeah, Fuzzy going low right off the bat. I thought they were maybe going to take mid-deck there.
No, but like the second I saw that Charlie lands, I'm like, okay, the commando's just going to go in and take the cap timer. Which makes sense. Now EXK will be trying to get some idea of where they are. 228 going base.
Yeah, it'll be obvious at this point. Although I don't know why 228 popped that UAV on that side. I want to pop it right here where ROA Nitrox is. That is the closest point to them, so although that UAV on that side was a good one. So like I said, I didn't want to see a basement battle, but here we are.
Oh, nice strike on Captain Cat.
Ooh, on K9 too.
Because you can place that strike in the basement and it will only hit up what's up top and you don't see the strike coming if you're down.
Yeah, so they
And here we go, another one. No damage on that.
not a bad idea dropping some quick strikes early to try and soften them up. But like you said, if they all hide under the top, it's not a lot that's going to happen. So another missed strike there.
Yep, and it looks like the CXF have pulled around towards the basement, ready to hit them when they come out. If nothing else, those strikes are forcing them to have to go, no, we can't just sit up top. Right, which is interesting because you can just sit directly underneath a radar dish and be immune. But if you're on the edge of that upper platform, then you are at risk of being.
Yeah.
I almost feel like at this point the team should be typing out Marco Polo. Interesting layout from TK87 and Captain Cat. It's almost like CXF are trying to cover every single entrance and leaving themselves exposed if 228 do make a concerted push out of one.
Well, yeah, because they are tight against those corners, but like I said, they are almost wasting strikes now. Just trying to find them and hope for the best.
Like, this is almost like depth charges.
Yeah, basically, yeah. Good submarine tactics right here, boys.
Who sunk whose battleship? And I think this really illustrates one of the problems with domination. It can just very easily lead to stalemates like this.
Well, on this map, definitely. It's one of those ones where, I mean, 228 is still losing.
Oh, 228 pushing out.
Whose strike is that? Beautiful strike, did he?
Nice strike on Hide Your Kids.
Yeah, that is right.
And
although 228's got to make a faster push here, they came up out a bad entrance.
Also, yeah, Foxy way too far ahead of the rest of the team, in my
opinion. Yeah. Oh, yeah, has he ever? Yikes. Especially, like you said, Pickle Dax thought about taking the other side, but he was way out of position there. Ooh, beautiful strike.
Oh, Seabiscuit. Look at Seabiscuit down at 82%.
And him, yeah. Yeah, he is almost going to be losing a torso here as well as that yellow CT.
I don't get what was up with those linebackers just dropping off, like while the rest of them are up top.
Oh, Pickle Dax in a bad place here. He is overheating.
Yeah, Foxy's down.
Although Fuzzy just missed him. But he is.
I'm going to call this right now and say this is going to go in favour of CXF unless 228 really tighten up their focus.
Captain Cat not in a good place right now. Although Hide Your Kids and that Nova isn't much better.
Invictus down. Nikoro finally goes down. So he has 2 freed, or free 2 now.
Yeah, this is not a good place. You got lots of 228 here hiding in the low, well, not hiding, but fighting in the low ground where you got. Yeah, you had Stranger come knocking up here, fighting, and now he's now gone. So
yeah, like the focus fire was just all over the place. Quite frankly, like even from the first engagement, you saw machine guns going onto one commando, while the linebackers started trading onto someone else and then dropped off.
Yeah, Seabiscuit going down right now, leaving us with Nitrix as the last one. Running into the basement. Although he...
Yeah, like you said, like, that was just a really bad side to come out of. Like, had they come out of the south side, I think that would have been better because we've got more angles to tell.
Yeah, we usually like coming out the bridge side, the side where everybody is right now, because you get that little bit of cover. And like you said, or the Client Crossfire beta side. But
the thing is, I thought that strategy of holding down low and putting strikes had some potential. It just wasn't really applied that. It certainly forced CXF to abandon the upper platform and spread out a lot more. So we're looking through his damages. Fuzzy, 489 damage in the Commando. Asian Spectre, 360 in the Nova. 337 for EXK in the Mistlinks. On the 228 side, Heidi Kid's 380 in his Nova. 270 through to 71 damage apart from that.
Yeah, just pulling up the big stats now. Yeah, not a lot of team damage in this match either, which is nice to see. But yeah, like I said, there's a lot of between the Nova and the Mistlinks. G when Asian Spectre and EXK, that's 10 components apiece. As well as Nikoro, who didn't get a lot of damage off in those linebackers, as well as Knives didn't get a lot of damage off in that linebacker as well. So that's too bad. Only 122 and 138. But yeah, like I said, Pickle Dax and Foxy Short Bus, only 71.98 damage on the 228 side. I remember like I said, I was watching Pickle Dax there just overheat. He made a bad decision with his Nova and just put out too much laser at one time and was just overheating like crazy. Sucks to have it go down like that, but you got to be careful when you bring those not big but massive laser boats out. But I mean, Captain Cat 43% in that K9, TK in that linebacker C was 67%. Two other close mechs that could have been probably taken down, but still, yeah, just not enough focus fire when they came up, and they just didn't push too quick.
And the other thing that Ash pointed out in chat, which I absolutely agree with, if you're going to do that basement strat, you have to have the timer on your side, just because it forces the other team to come to you. If they've got the cap advantage and you go in there second and you go basement, the other team can literally just sit up top and go, okay, well, we win on a timeout, so we don't care.
Yeah, they can just kill the time. Like I said, in that case, you need to push out early and risk a mech or two to destroy their generator and then get back under. But it's too risky at that point. You need to... Yeah, just watching this push on the replay, 228 push out, it was a nice line, but some of them just kept pushing while some of them got left behind, like Seabiscuit and Pickle Dax. Even Invictus is in the back. Yeah, some of them just kept going too far. Plus the strikes when they came in too that Clan Crossfire put on them just hurt.
Like that first strike that 228 put on Captain Cat was really good, but they wised up fairly quickly and just started spreading their line.
Yeah, getting out of the way.
And yeah, that first strike as they were coming out was just 8 Seabiscuit alive.
Yeah, I could do Crossfire. There's 1 to 2. Give me my damn mouse back.
So just waiting on 228 to lock, and then after that, CXF will have a chance to lock. Looking at the Lancers they've selected so far, Bravo Charlie from Team 1, so they're pretty much... It looks like they're going to do fairly similar to what CXF did, as far as...
Yeah. Good to see 228 locked now, just waiting on CXF.
CXF with a bit more of a spread, so be interested to see if they do bring Overwatch. They've stacked Alpha Bravo, which is interesting because normally you'd stack like Alpha Charlie, so you don't have one Lance risk being on. So we're at 1 game apiece so far. This bodes well for it being a close result, at least.
Yeah. Well, and I definitely don't expect another basement push on this one, so...
Oh, I think 228 will have been burned saying, okay, let's throw that straight into the dumpster fire. It didn't work. Unless we literally work at it and practice it, it's not.
Like I said, that's such a hard one to practice because it all depends on where they are when you come out. Like you saw Clan Crossfire spread out when they were dropping strikes, but then when they started to push out, they had the quick info on where they were pushing out, and then moved all top and had all the firing lines on them from up there. So.
Alright, launching. Oh my god, Ash, why are you talking about pizza? I'm so hungry now.
If you ignore him, you don't have that problem. Ugh, my sniffer.
This cast brought to you by Clinics.
Yeah, I keep forgetting my nasal spray. Although we'll see how my mic audio is. Ash will have to tell me. Let me know how it is. I got my noise gate settings on here, basically matched to his, so should have been close. It sounded good before, so. But looking on the 228 Death from Above side, we have a little bit of a different deck this time with 2 Storm Crows, 3 Crabs. No, that is 3 Storm Crows, 3 Crabs, and 2 Urban Mech R60s. So this should be interesting. What do you have on the Clan Crossfire side?
I'll look at it in a second. I'm just wondering, did Mercstar mysteriously drop into this? Alright, so Crossfire side, let's see, 3 Crabs, a Roughneck 3A, 3 Phoenix Hawks, and a Commando Death. Three Phoenix Hawks 2s, which are the ECM variant.
Yeah, that is correct. So that...
And I'm going to take a wild stab in that. They're all running 6 medium pulse lasers.
Fuzzy bringing out the Death Snell, my man. Stop.
Hey man, Death Snell is a really good mech. C28 taking the top early. Some scratch damage on Nikoro.
Man, it's been so long since I played a Phoenix Hawk too. I didn't even know it had jump jets.
Oh, come on, man.
Yeah, a lot of good.
Foxy short bars, 90%, and Nikoro down to 86%.
I kind of don't like where 228 is here, stuck in the center, although it looks like they're going to... Yeah, they're pushing out a bit on the Captain Cat Shotgun Fist side, so... Might have a good chance of...
Like I said, I think that center... going in that center is literally all about protecting themselves from strikes.
Yeah.
But they've all swung right.
Yeah, pushing on Shotgun Fist hard as he is at 39% now. Matt
and the same with Matt Malosa.
Yeah, Shotgun going down.
Nikoro down 73% as well. Like, Stranger come knocking, takes him down. I just think CXF could have pushed forward slightly more and had the high ground as is now. They've given 228 a chance to get back up.
Well, they have some hurt mechs here. Giggity Goo is legged, as well as Foxy Short Bus. Oh, she's legged as well. So while they still have lots of weapons...
And Fuzzy coming around the back.
Yeah, Fuzzy's going to be looking to finish them off here. Because they are not paying attention to him at all either, so...
Yeah, this is 228's game. But 5 mechs to 2. And those mechs that are left, with the exception of Fuzzy, being significantly down health. 228 have...
Yeah, Lawrence also legged in that crab. About to be with that, yeah, finished off by Fuzzy in that death knell.
Dennis actually was the one who finished him.
Sorry, that is correct.
Dennis now drops down. He's lost a torso, and he's legged, I think.
No, he is not. He's just goes down a torso. Yeah, he finished off now. Now for Fuzzy. what is he going to be able to do up here in the top center? Because all three of these guys are definitely in good health, 67, 95, and 93. So he's going to have a rough go here as he's the last mech alive.
He's probably going to channel his into Gingerbread Man. I say that, and he gets the kill.
Yeah, that was definitely a way better push by 228 this time around.
Well, I mean, if you notice the pilots, Lawrence wasn't in the last drop, and Lawrence is former KCOM, so he knows how to, mash the W key.
You say that, but you still got to be careful on how much W you use.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, Rower Nitrox, 600 damage in that Stormcrow. Again, really good spread of damage on the 228 side. Lawrence 495 in that Crab. On the CXF side, pretty disappointing damage numbers. Captain Cat 301 in that Roughneck. Fuzzy 276 in the Commander Death Snell. Shotgun Fist and Matt got isolated very early on the piece, 73 and 95 damage apiece.
Yeah, they did not have a good time when they made that push around the bottom line. That's fun.
Like, one thing I really want to call attention to, there was one point where 228 pushed onto two of the CXF mechs that were in the low ground to kill them off. And that was good, but CXF could have responded there by taking that middle ridge and firing down on 228 as they came up. Like, this is a case where Obi-Wan and Anakin is definitely a good example. The high ground is always important. Never surrender the high ground.
Yeah. Yeah, Pickle Dax and Matt Moesa with 27 team damage. A little bit more damage on the 228 side as well. But, I mean, they were just firing like crazy, so you're going to expect some pain to your friend. But, yeah. It's just not great numbers on their side. Lots of components destroyed on the 228 side and just not enough on the CXF side. Like I said, the ones that they legged, because they legged Foxy, they legged Giggity Goo, and Lawrence. Yeah, they legged him, that person as well. But, like I said, there's a lot of other mechs that they should have been focusing on. I guess, I don't even know if you can say that. They did a good job in the mechs they took out.
I would say that Lawrence tanked quite well there. Like, he was down on health for quite a while, even being in the lead, and tanked enough that they could keep applying fire.
Yeah, I just don't like when you leg mechs. Like, they legged the two Stormcrows and then left them there. That's fine if you're going to leave them there. But you need to move the fight away from them so they still can't fire.
Mm-hmm. And the other thing, the Stormcrow, I get that it has the long, spindly legs that are easy to focus, but taking a leg rather than a CT away, it's still a mech that can do damage unless you are, as you say, taking the fight away from.
Yeah. Two to 8 taking back the lead. How many kills did they get? 3? 16? 2 to 1, 18 to 16 kills. Just waiting for 228 to... Actually, while we are sitting here, let us do a giveaway. I have stuff to give. What do I have to give? I have MC. I don't know how much. I'm going to assume it's 500. 500 MC.
Okay, John, giggity you. Just looking at Twitch chat.
Yeah. Get rid of Commander Root. Let's get rid of... Are you on?
Probably am.
You are, yes.
So
Get rid of you. It's too bad. Gotta get rid of Moobot. And me. And for I would assume is 500 MC, let's let this roll. And Lord Firehawk, you are the man of the hour. Come find me, System Belmont, in the Twitch chat. Why is my pen not working? I can't write things down. That's because there we go. You're watching. Lord Firehawk, find me.
If he can tear himself away from his pizza long enough.
That's right. Everything's looking on the ready front.
228 changing their lances around at the moment.
Frickin' guys. It'll be interesting to see how these guys work this map. If they want to play a super long range game with the RPPCs, or if they want to use lerms, or how they hold the cap points. So,
right, 228 confirming they're locked.
Just minus Seabiscuit. Just waiting on Clan Crossfire.
So yeah, looking through these spawns, like, I'm gonna say Giggity Giggity Goo is an Overwatch mech from being in Bravo Lance. Invictus, Draven Colt, and Seabiscuit from that Alpha Lance might be going over to Gamma, which is an interesting strat. Normally, I would send at most one mech over there and try to concentrate on that cluster of Epsilon, Sigma, Theta, and Kappa.
Yeah.
And it almost looks like CXF are trying to do a mirror, but heavy Charlie, which is interesting because Charlie doesn't really have the stronger positions for Overwatch fire compared to Bravo.
Well, we will see if they decide to take Hill. But I doubt. Nobody likes the Hill anymore.
Yeah, we're just waiting on people to ready up. All right, launching. So, guys, don't forget we have multiple casts on today and over the entire weekend. In fact, we've got more Div B action coming to you later on today, I believe, from.
Well, unless it's on NW2 Leagues 2, then it'll be us, and that's Div C. Just right after this match, so hopefully there's not a lot of holdups, so have a nice seamless, not having to cut it early.
That would be nice.
Nice banter at the beginning of a match for once.
Well, to be fair, both teams feel like they're in a shot of winning it. And banter tends to flow much more freely when you're. Yes, Cozen, I know in Incoming Missile podcast, people should tune into it, get the latest results on.
right, let me talk you through the 228 death from above side. We got Lawrence and a Piranha 2. We got 2 Stalker 4Ns. Hellbringer 4. 6? 6? Whatever.
Hellbringer Virago. That's for hero.
Yeah, we got the Battlemaster 1G, 2 Panther 9Rs. Thank you, Lord 228, my boys, with my mech, and the Nova Cat Prime. Tell me what you got on Crossfire side.
Triple Battlemaster 1Gs for ER large lasers, double Vulcan 5Ts, Hellbringer Virago, a Hunchback 2CA, and a Mislinks 1G, or Mislinks G. So, not a fast deck when it comes to capping, but very much able to put down the load. So EXK moving up to a mountain, which will be an ER large laser Hellbringer.
Yes.
The interesting thing about that Virago for people who haven't looked at it in depth before, the sides also gives you a 10% range boost, and the set of 8 bonus actually gives you a 10% energy cooldown.
Yeah, I like the Panthers that Draven and Seabiscuit brought up here. It's a 3R large laser Panthers.
And Draven down to 89% already.
Yeah, he was hit from somebody on the other side here. Either EXK or Mimosa. Just dropped a strike on Seabiscuit. I don't know how much it hit, but...
So Lawrence has taken Sigma and he's holding it long enough to keep the opponents.
Yeah, Lawrence is getting a bit deep in that push there, trying to push on Fuzzy.
Yeah, I think he's overcommitting there.
He's about to find out how many mechs are over there too, so... Down to 84%.
They pretty much just went, oh, nope.
Still in decent condition, but yeah, you don't want to push on that many mechs. Just with that long-range fire.
But the percentages are definitely favouring Crossfire here. Like Heidi Kids, 84% in their Virago. Draven, 88%. Like, I like the positions they're taking, but they're not trading as a group. They're all coming at one by one.
Well, even Sinistral. Sinistral is really far away from everybody. You need to bring that Battlemaster in a lot closer.
Yeah, agree.
It's still doing some damage at that point, but just not enough to be substantial. You're not sharing armor with anybody. I mean, they got...
Yeah, if you look at where Invictus is here, he's really at risk if EXK or anyone else pushes. Like Seabiscuit and Draven, I just don't think are doing enough in those Panthers.
Probably not, although they are trying to push... Yeah, EXK not having a good time up there.
I'd agree, but, you know, by the same token, it's 2 mechs to take out 1. And it's not a quick fire takeout. Like, yes, 228 are sitting on a 4 cap at the moment.
Although, yeah, with that 4 cap, it's weird that Clan Crossfire hasn't been... They got one guy finally, or is he coming up the hill? Well, it's Kozen Dingo in the Vulcan. Yeah, he is slowly making his way up the hill with Matt Mosa. They should have been doing that a long time ago.
Yeah, I agree.
Although Draven, with these percentages... Oh, just a torso. That is right torso, though. That's not the arm you want to lose, so... Yeah, Draven going down.
Yep, Draven goes down.
Yeah, Seabiscuit way in the open here. He might not have a good chance as well.
Oh, and the thing is, if they can take out Seabiscuit, they can then collapse into Invictus as well. And at that point, it's 3 mechs down.
Yeah, and they'll have the backs of...
But CXF really need to... But CXF really needs to do something sooner rather than later. At a 4 cap, even if it's going to be a 3 cap in a second, they're still just going to keep getting that.
They have resource point Gamma.
I find it.
And that Battlemaster seems to be over there just for the express purpose of controlling Sigma.
Oh, the Sinestral.
Yeah, because Fuzzy in the Mislinks is down, which is, other than the Vulcans, they're only capping.
Oh, I missed that beautiful strike on these 2 Stalkers. Yeah, because Pickle Dax is not having a good time. He's about to lose a torso as well. He's obviously got hit by a strike because his leg is yellow. Giggity Goo, on the other hand, not so bad, but he's not looking at the right
I mean,
fight.
have a look at the health on these Crossfire Maxvo.
Invictus.
49%. He just lost 6% in one strike on Shimozu. Captain Cat down to 50% as well. Both of them are red.
Yeah, there's a lot of hurt mechs on both sides here. Yeah, like you said, Crossfire's got some really, really hurt mechs, so looks like they're...
And at this point, really, all 228 need to do is just keep holding off. Like, they don't need to wait long term.
Yeah.
They can literally just starve them out.
Yeah, Lawrence also making a good move.
Lawrence.
Gotta kick out EXK. Mamosa on the run, as well as the rest of Clan Crossfire starting to move around here, but they are, like I said, with those health numbers, they are in a bad position. Although a lot of 228's guys aren't focusing on them right now. They're going to finish off... I should go over and look. Kozend Indigo, but he's still kind of behind them and no one's noticed him yet, so they just weren't in the right position to put fire down on them as they moved up.
Captain Cat and the Battlemaster going down. Kozend going after Invictus.
Lord Salsa pushing it down here against these hurt mechs. He's still... Yeah, still lively enough that he can still do it, so he might be able to take out TK87 here. Oh no, getting lagged and out of the fight. Seabiscuit going down as well.
Kozend takes a Seabiscuit, yeah.
So this is...
Seneschal, I just think he spent way too long up top there, and not really for that much gain.
Yeah, he definitely should have been, in my mind, like you said, he should have been a lot closer to the fight for how much damage those stalkers were taking. Although those battle masters were getting hurt a lot more on the other side too, like here with Shimoza at 38%. Still got...
I think that says more about the fact that when the CXF guys were poking, they were poking one by one, and it was almost like a game of, basically where you get the paddle and hit the heads as they poke up.
I was gonna say Battleship, but that is not Battleship.
No, that is not. But it would be much more fun than Battleship.
Yeah.
But it's not.
Why can't I think of that? What that game's called? But I know which one you're talking about. But yeah, they were obviously not winning the trades.
When you play the fun
bit. Yeah, it'll be. Oh yeah, Matt Mosa going down now. 228 with another win, 8-5. It'd be interesting to see what Seneschal's numbers are from that distance, because he did take a few torsos off and stuff. But like I said, I think the Stalkers were doing just way more damage from being way closer in.
So here we go. Essential, 180 damage. Like, that's not effective damage at all. Like, Invictus 481 in that Nova Cap. Seabiscuit and Draven 322 and 223 respectively. Giggity Giddy 563. Heidi Kids 516. Lawrence 308 and just snapping up those kills. If you look at his capping time as well, he was doing the majority of the capping there. Even Heidi Kids 28 seconds capture time. Like, he was doing a lot of it as well. On the CXF side, EXK did 428. Captain Cap 420. Fuzzy only 56 damage. Matt 30 damage, but he was spending most of his time capping. I just don't think that position Seneschal had was. It was good for an initial deterrent when they tried sending him back to Epsilon, but he should have moved off at that point.
Yeah, a lot quicker than he did. That fresh of a battle master, and from that further out of an angle, I think he could have did a lot more work.
Yeah, and as has been pointed out in chat, because of that range quirk that the Virago has, it's got a longer range by 50 meters.
50 meters?
Yeah, because it's like just inherently.
Yeah. Yeah, what the hell? Mad Mosa, like he was in there a lot of the time. He was fighting the Panthers and stuff, but 30 damage, like he just didn't get a lot off. Yeah, that definitely sucks. It's not a good place to be, damage-wise.
All right, just re-inviting Captain Cat.
Well, yeah, 223 from the Panther, 322 from the Panther. The Stalker 4N getting 353, and Giggity and the other Stalker getting 563. Like, those are nice, very nice damage numbers across the board for those assaults. Yeah, Captain Cat and Shimozu doing almost 400 both, 420 and 350, but yeah, just by the time they had done that much damage, they were pretty hurt, so it's just too bad. Because it's not like there's no gain in positions across where they were. Nobody was better off or worse. It was just how you were trading. And let's go back into the update mode.
Right, so CXF there, just waiting on Raw to come in.
Yeah, 228 with the 3-1 lead. 26 kills to 19. So 228 has taken the lead on this one, and they will not be losing, but see if they can take this flip mode drop against Clan Crossfire again, being in the lower ground. But like,
yeah, and if nothing else, I would like if 228 are going to win this drop again, this drop, I would like to see them tighten things up compared to their last one.
Yeah,
and actually, like Seneschal in particular, if he's in this drop, needs to be a lot further forward than he was. For CXF, I think they need to just concentrate on trading as a group, because if you look at how uneven those health percentages were, they just weren't trading well as a collective group.
Yeah.
And I guess the thing is, like, teams can't. Well, neither of these teams can play like a hardcore brawl straight involving linebackers because they've already used them on drops 2 and 3.
That is correct.
Which is the other beauty of the rules of this tournament. Do you use up your strongest brawl mechs on one map and then be forced to only be able to do one other strat on the later one?
Yeah, when you got, like I said, when you waste the mechs that you want to use, you're kind of limited in the future.
Oh my god, thank you, defense. Whack-a-mole. That's what I was thinking of.
Whack-a-mole, yeah. Ah, Mr. Firehawk. Perfect. Someone actually found me before I found them. So nice.
Oh yeah, he's pretty much like, oh my god, free stuff, yeah.
Basically, yeah.
So CXF are locked. We're just waiting on 228.
What drop does it just finish? Relax, Toaster. We're doing just fine, buddy.
And just the point of being made of keeping them off a cap, I think you can keep mechs off a cap, and that's fine. But when you're 85 tons, you need to be making the most of that tonnage and getting in more effective damage as well. Like if intent was just to keep them off a cap, that could have been done by a 65 tonner, but is applying only 4 large rather than potentially 5 or 6.
Yeah. Well, yeah, you got to think if he was down there with the Stalkers, putting more damage out on those other Battle Masters, like they might have taken one out before they even got to push off the hill. If not both of them. Like the damage numbers from the Stalkers were there. So, I mean, they had great firing lines too, because they had, the Nova Cat up way back on the hill towards the mountain, where the Panthers were, keeping everybody else distracted up there, so. I don't know, what could have been, right?
So yeah, just waiting on CXF pilots who said they're locked to ready up so we can launch and get this last drop done.
Oh, are we good to go? Oh, they were just ready up.
And
I see.
Now, I'm just going to put a comment in in-game chat that we'll be doing an interview post-match with both team captains if you want, or do you need to?
No, we got a good time still. Bug. Damn it. Do it. Yeah, see, it's getting some nuclear weapon out. All right, looking through the 228 side again. We have the two Battle Masters to round out the triple. We have the Summoner D, we have the Hellbringer, the Hunchback 2CA, a Flea, and Seabiscuit in that Panther 9R again. What do you got in the Clan Crossfire side?
Two Hellbringers, the Virago and Hellbringer F, Hunchback 2CA again, Supernova C, so not taking the 1 because the C has those high mounts on the torso, a Dragon 5N, double Supernova Cs, Wolfhound and a...
We have gained Epsilon.
Yeah, they are look to be packing, 5 ER large lasers. Not a bad one to bring for the range again. Although they are not, nobody is worrying about Gamma this time around, so it doesn't look like they really want to get that cap gain. Although Cozen Indigo here, with Draven flowing up in the Flea.
We've captured resource point Sigma.
and Fuzzy moving to support him as well.
Wrong button. Yeah, Fuzzy is right.
To be honest, Draven's pretty much just looking and going, I'm just going to put some scratch on if I can and try and prevent him from capping, but I'm not going to fight too long.
Yeah, he's in a bad position here. Yeah, they're not going to follow either. They know they're all right there. Just hide your kids that close, as well as Lawrence Elsa with that firing angle. It's not worth going for it. Although the rest of the team is pushing up to the cap point here as well with Asian, everybody, actually. Although they are leaving those supernovas in the back. Not the end of the world right now, since there isn't a lot of fire on anybody, but that might come to bite them. Being too far in the back here, they might get caught out and just left.
Well, I think they're going to put a lot of fire onto Lawrence here, as you can see by his percentages dropping. He's very far up, and Lawrence, the rest of the team are just not.
Yeah, lost both arms. Still good on the torso, so. Oh, beautiful strike. See if that hits.
Ooh.
Yeah, it hits Giggity. I think that hit Hide Your Kids.
Lawrence down to 50%.
Yeah, he's been lit up by that dragon from Clan Crossfire.
49%. And meantime, everyone else on the team, except for Draven, is down to, is still at 9.
Who the heck is hiding over here? Invictus. Invictus is trying to sneak around and get better positioning. But he's kind of...
I really don't like that, but that's more like a solo play.
Not a bad place to be if you got two of you.
Cozen's in his back now and is going to take him out, I think.
Yeah, going against that Wolfhound is not good. Yeah, because Fuzzy coming in there with that Commando 1D. This might be it for Invictus.
Like, that's a pug play right there, quite frankly. Like, going up by yourself, trying to get the flank.
Yeah, had he had backup there, things would have been a little bit different, but he was way out on his own.
Like, you could see Lawrence turning around, moving to assist, and then realizing I'm not going to get there in time, and I'm too weak. There's 2 mechs. I need to get out.
Yeah. Yeah, it was not good to lose that Nova Catu. He was in good health. Just to lose him on bad positioning. Although Fuzzy and Cozen here looking to finish off Lawrence. Push on the Foxy short bus. I don't think they have any backup either. Yeah, Foxy's in a bad place here too.
Like, this is almost like CXF just got the bit between their teeth and gone, you know what, we're pissed. Like, let's just, smash them. Don't even worry about caps. Just
They have resource points.
Yeah, no, that was a good long range push to make 228 back off as much as they did. Yeah, Foxy doing as much as she could to hold on, but now going down. Yeah, Fuzzy and Cozen still the decent percentages, so there is now only
so
4
they
left. So yeah, Draven and the Flea way out in the back, whereas Seabiscuit and the
So
Panther,
yeah, I mean, 228 do have this as a 4 cap, but they've been.
Yeah, it's still too close as a 4 cap to make any difference, I think, at this point. Like, Oro Nitrox is about to get jumped here by the Supernova and EXK and the Hunchback. He's got no backup now with Hide Your Kids backing off, as well as Seabiscuit. They're just not supporting the other mechs. Yeah, Nitrox going down.
Yep.
I don't think at this point there's anything they can do.
Yeah, agree. I mean, if you look at where Draven is, like, he's pretty much just sitting there waiting for them to hit Ben. He was Sigma or Kappa.
Hey, you guys done down there?
Like, can I leave Zimbabwe now, guys?
Yeah, Hide Your Kids not doing good on that
CXF
push
making
pass.
the smart play and going, let's just decap Vader, and concentrate on putting fire on. We don't even need to necessarily take it. We just need a D.
Yeah, no one's going to be taking it at this point unless Raven sneaks around. But if as the last, going to be the last Mac left pretty soon here, it won't be long. Yeah, Hydra Kid's going down. Seabiscuit left in here with Cozen and Fuzzy again.
And it's a free cap to CXF. Like, and they're 8 mechs up. Like, they are going to win this.
Yeah, Seabiscuit going down. That Panther. Cozen and Fuzzy definitely doing great work on this match. Great pushes, good safe pushes on the guys that they were taking. Now we're just playing the cap game. Draven Cult hiding in the back.
It's not quick play, bro. You can't preserve your kill death ratio. I'm using that bro comment as my token New Zealand reference.
We have gained Epsilon.
Draven trying to take out his own legs.
Yeah, no, he'll be going for Kappa. And yeah, they know where he is straight away. Put fire on him. So that's interrupted his attempt to decap for 5 seconds. Every time they land.
Yeah, like I said, there's nothing you can do at this point except try to find a weak mech like TK87 in the Hellbringer and finish him off. So he's about to be legged as well. Poor Draven, he might have an okay time with Fuzzy, but I don't think...
Nope, legged.
Damn you, Fuzzy! Oh yeah, Fuzzy might have lost a leg, but still... That many mechs staring at him. That's how she wrote.
Look, that was a much better map. Well, much better play by CXF that time.
Yeah, that was a great push.
I don't think it was so much the fact that it was a great push, it was the fact that they committed to it wholly. And no one hung back, no one sat in the shadows at all.
Well, hung back as in they waited for the supernovas to get there, but...
But yeah, looking at these damage numbers, like Hide Your Kids, 432, Lawrence getting caught out very early on, 208, Nitrox, 129 in that Battlemaster. Giggity 161 in the Battlemaster.
Oh.
But on the CXF side, Nikoro 465 and 3 kills. Fuzzy 486 and 3 kills in Command.
I'm just looking at those ping differences. Holy smokes.
Well, remember, these guys are New Zealand and Australia. You want to see her horrible, watch my ping to E.
Yeah, that's what I heard when they moved the servers. But yeah, a way better drop from them, and this dropped 5, so congrats to them. Just call me Ash. Damn it, quit telling me to do things with my mic. Where am I going? I'm looking for you. Give you the... I just need to move my mic, Ash. I got it, okay? I'll move it someday. Figure the things out. There we go, yeah. Yeah, again, not a lot of team damage in this fight, which is nice to see. A lot of people focus firing on the correct mechs and everything, so it's good to see, with a lot of components destroyed on the CXF side. And like you said, just way better numbers across the board. The Fuzzy and the Commando being the most hurt mech at 45% left. Even TK87, 53%. Like, that still ain't bad at all for those numbers.
Alright, so Seabiscuit here, Captain Cat just joining us now.
Yep. Hey,
Oh, hello.
how's it going?
Oh,
G'day, good.
Good games, Captain.
Yeah, real good games. I enjoyed those. Regrets as ever.
Yeah.
So, Captain, I just want to talk through Drop 1 first off. I think 228 definitely had the stronger strat there because, as we saw yesterday in that BCD versus Aces Wild game, your guys wound up penned up right next to the tunnel entrance, basically.
Well, our tactical analysis of that map is that, and I don't mean to take away from 228's win at all here, but our tactical analysis is that their side is much, much stronger. They've got all of that sort of rubble pile position and radio tower. They've got Overwatch on 3 caps. Kappa is about 200 meters closer to them. There's a lot of reasons why that side, a sort of an Overwatch play is really, really strong from that side. So basically everything we did there was to try and break that weakness from our side, from the Team 1 side. And unfortunately it didn't pay off this time, but we did all right. I had personal regrets because I had no sound that whole game, and it's amazing how much harder that makes it. I couldn't tell when I was getting shot and all that kind of stuff. So I played personally very poorly, but I know some of our guys put in some really strong efforts on that round.
So, Biscuit, your strat on there, particularly the use of the Annihilator on Vader, and then the second mech supporting him later, seemed to pay a lot of dividends there as far as just keeping that Night Gear and the Annihilator from CXF pretty much out of the game for most.
Yeah, so we actually scrimmed a Black Omen on Tuesday and got beat really badly to a brawl push from the Riverside. And we didn't want that to happen again, so we stuck our Annihilator over there basically to keep them from coming. And it worked out pretty good, in my opinion.
Yeah. So, I mean, Drop 1 was pretty much textbook. Drop 2, what was going on with that basement push?
We tried to be cheeky and push in the basement, but they basically won the game as soon as they got to the circle before. And we were stuck underneath, had to come out, got shot coming out, and lost to the brawl because we were a little bit more disorganized at that point, still coming out of the tunnel.
My guess was that you guys thought you could sit in the basement and soften us up with strikes for a little while before doing a strong push and just sort of sweeping through.
Yeah, that was our backup plan.
Yeah,
but we spread out.
You did get the one on Captain Cat and his K9, but other than that, a lot of them, some were close, but a lot of them, they figured it out pretty quick and just moved out of range of everything.
My team's pointed out that sorry to talk over you.
No, it's no problem.
My team's pointed out that I was yelling at them for bunching up and getting striked when it was only me that got striked. So. Classic.
Yeah.
It's a choice, bro, isn't it? You're a kid.
Yeah, that too. Choice as.
So drop 4, obviously, Biscuit, that was a much stronger effort by you guys, just as far as pushing straight into them. I particularly like the fact that both teams pretty much went, Mercstar, have a right idea. Crabs.
We really didn't get that from Mercstar. We had 150
Oh, I'm
tons.
just memeing, man.
Oh yeah, I know. But we had 150 tons, and we needed the 3 best brawlers we could get that could zone, and the crabs were it. That was it. And drop 3. We were gonna push into the basement again and drop 3. That was our initial strategy, but once it didn't work in drop 2, we were kind of just like screw it, and we just pushed right into them up top instead.
Mm.
Yeah, we saw on the ramp there's like 2 mechs a little bit further away from the rest of the team, and you guys started to push around to your right, leaving a couple of those mechs by themselves. So we dove on them really quick, and I think that was kind of the game.
Pug strats. I think like in Oceanic time zone, that there's no such thing as group queue these days. It just doesn't exist.
Not unless
so
you arrange it in advance.
Yeah, exactly. That took a lot of effort to make group queue work for one night, including, what did we have? We had 4 groups of 6 or something like that. Anyway, I think that it's hard to break the habits of playing pub queue all the time. And on outreach, on HPG, you don't want to be sitting on that corner because the team's just going to NASCAR away from you. So the default thing is to not be standing there. But I was calling people to hold the top on that corner. But half the team faded away, and the ones that got left behind just got rolled. We had 3 crabs too.
You did, yeah.
There's like crabs and phoenix hawks, I believe.
Penis hawks,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, because what was the idea for bringing the Phoenix Hawks out?
Just one of the strongest. If you're looking at what 45 tonners can I bring, there's very, very limited selection of things that are good for comp. There's a blackjack, which is marginal, and then the Phoenix Hawks are actually really good for a medium pulse deck, which is all our whole deck was medium pulse. Did you notice the AMS?
I did, yeah.
Yeah, we had AMS on every mech too.
Yeah.
Just in case you brought MRMs.
Yeah, and SRMs, they're really strong. If you got like 4 AMS, that pretty much negates 1 assassin. So, which is kind of sad because it's kind of, I think, eventually going to push the assassin out of comp a little bit.
Yeah, the only SRMs we actually brought were an afterthought set of SRMs on our
Stormcrow.
And we had 3 SRM 6s on each one. Initially, we had 6 small pulse 7ER micros. It's like 5 tons light, but it's capped out on slots. And just alpha everything.
Yeah, we had the Novas on drop 2 as well. Nova S with 6 small pulse and 6 ER micros.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, because I can't.
So let's move on to drops 4 and 5. So drop 4, I think the main talking point for me, Biscuit, was Seneschal. I could see what Seneschal was trying to do there with tickle damage to stop CXF from taking that cap. But as I said on the stream, I think he stayed up there too long. 180 damage across the course of the match just didn't, for me, seem to be an effective use of the tonnage.
Yeah, I agree with you. I was expecting them to be a little bit more on the southern side of the map. I guess southwestern side of the map, taking Sigma almost directly from the side, and that's why I kind of placed him there because he would be in a lot closer range from that point. And if you notice the Hellbringer Virago I had, who has a whole lot longer range than that Battlemaster, I had him placed up in like hotels 6 or 7 on the lip of that mountain. He was intending to be the longest range guy away, but when they pushed up closer to Theta, he should have moved up a little bit.
One
I mean,
Yeah,
it
well,
still
I mean,
worked
that's
out.
one of the good things about being shoutcast. You get to review your maps or your mechs
Oh
and
yeah,
your movements as a group and say, all right, so this is where we went wrong. Let's turn off the commentary. Here's where we could have improved. Let's do better next.
yeah. The mech that was on that map that we didn't plan on taking initially that ended up working out really well was the Piranha.
Oh, with Lawrence Elsa.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, Lawrence did really well as far as his timing and his caps. And then I noticed in Twitch chat before he just went and said, "Oh look, we were so far ahead on caps." I just went, "No, you know what? Fuck it, I'm going to go kill something," and that worked out pretty well as far as exerting that late.
Mm. From my point of view, I can say that Halbering up there was super annoying, because he wasn't only restricting the cap on Sigma, he was restricting it on Theta as well. Although whether it was that needed to be an 85 ton mech to do that job, I don't know. But yeah, it was a really good placement there, and it did stymie us from easily back capping those caps.
Yeah. Basically,
Yeah,
should have
and
been
then
one of the Panthers, like Seabiscuit or
Mm.
one
and
of
If you
then
can
those.
get the
drop
range.
and then drop 5. Captain, was that pretty much just the case of you guys just going, look, we just got our teeth kicked in, we're angry, let's go kick their teeth?
I guess, but the anger has carried over through the weeks, as we keep losing that drop again and again. Previously we played it a bit more about like how 228 played it earlier, where we were taking what gets called Candy Mountain, and trying to fight from the sort of the center of the map there, but then getting encapsulated every time. And that those range positions down the side of the map that Team 2 starts with are really, really strong. And they can set stuff up all around you in a kind of 180-degree arc. And it makes it really, really hard to trade effectively. So this time, basically, I just wanted to steal their spawn by pushing down that right side really hard, putting some
Yeah,
lights in the
and
back to make them distracted and turned, and then try and push them into the open ground, which is exactly how it played out, luckily.
yeah. We saw you pushing in and didn't rotate out. That was textbook dumb on our part, but it was a good job by you and your lights. Your Wolfhound and Commando were the MVPs of that drop for sure.
Yep.
Well, yeah, they caught Invictus out because he kind of didn't back off when you guys started to. He was trying to get in a better position to fire, as well as Lawrence took a lot of damage as they were coming in. So it was,
Oh yeah,
for you
Got
guys,
the
it
pick on that
definitely
Nova
sucked.
Cat there.
yeah. We'd actually been taking an LRM strat on that Team 2 Alpine every single drop, and we saw a lot of the AMS and stuff that you guys had been bringing, so we didn't want to bring the LRM strat and just lose to being countered. So instead, we kind of makeshift threw a deck together and lost because we didn't practice.
Mm.
It was shit in one hand, crap in the other. So
well, look, you live and learn, but I think that pretty much covers most things. But thanks again, both of you teams, for allowing us to cast it and for being good sports, especially during that period of hold.
no problem.
Yeah, good job on Seabiscuit and 228 on the win, 3-2. So, see you guys moving up from here, or if your other points ever get put in, I guess.
I guess Smoke Adders won and didn't report it. So
Yeah, they did actually say in the team leader chat on Discord that they would be uploading that tonight.
Yeah, the ticket's there now.
Okay.
It's the last thing on there, so.
Thanks for casting, guys.
yeah, thank you very much. Thanks, Captain Cat, for the games. It was nice.
Yeah, I enjoyed it, even though we didn't get the better of you this time. Yeah,
Hey, this is always next time.
next time.
Yeah. Well, thanks, guys. Thanks for coming.
All right. Thank you. Bye.
See you later. Yeah, I can move people.
So, we got anything else we need to cover off? Like, any more giveaways we need to do?
I have a mech beta giveaway I could do.
Do it.
Might as well do that now. Let's hand out a free mech bay for someone who needs Needs garage space. Okay. Clear that. Add some new viewers in. And go through the process of getting rid of you. Commander, Boobot, wherever the heck I am. There we go, and let's run this. Okay. What? Yeah. Can't win my own things.
Well, I mean, you could win your own things, but then we'd all shout really, really.
Yeah, nobody would be happy. And Blizer underscore P, you are the winner, so holler at me, System Belmont, in the Twitch chat, or find me on Discord, and I will give you a free mech bay, my friend. And that'll basically be it for this match, so stick around. I believe, well, I know D4 versus... Oh man, I'm gonna forget the other team again now. Damn it.
Diamond Shark Alpha Galaxy.
Diamond Shark Alpha Galaxy has DSAG are playing next, being cast by Starman and Toaster, so there will be a small break in between, as well as someone was mentioning Kurlon is going right now or soon.
Yeah, he's on the other channel casting Smoke Adders versus Potato.
Is he on MW Leagues 2?
Yes, he is.
He is. So in the meantime, yeah, you could check out MW Leagues 2 for Potato Killers versus Smoke Adders. It's going right now, so... Again, Daidachi, thanks for joining me in this cast.
You're welcome, man. Anytime.
No problem, and I will talk to you guys later.
Well, thank you for a raid, GTK.
Ah, there we go. Alright, you have a good night. See everybody later.
You too, man. Good luck.